So that intro sequence was filmed with just 3 things: a camera, a lens, and an ND filter. Now, it is so basic, yet so effective. So first of all, this video, I just want to give you a bit more clarity into what you need to start thinking about, and that is creating content and not overly worrying about the gear that you don't have, but more worrying about the gear that you do have and using these proficiently. So I want to explain the absolute necessary for my needs when I'm out shooting some client work and YouTube videos. Now, I absolutely love to travel light, and I really hate lugging around bags and gimbal cases and Pelican cases, tripods, light stands, lights, all that kind of stuff. It is super annoying. And I absolutely understand that certain jobs do require more gear, specialist stuff that you actually might need and will help you create better videos. But this video is just about the basic content creator. So obviously with common sense, you just take what you need and then apply it to your own work as well. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. That would be absolutely amazing. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified when my next videos come out as well. So there are a whole bunch of incredible filmmakers that produce absolutely quality videos with extreme basic gear. Daniel Schiffer.
Thanks, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys then.
James Matthews.
What's going on, you lot? I hope you're all sweet. Anyway, I've been...
Peter Lindgren.
Oh, we are 70,500 subscribers.
Ben TK.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to behind the scenes of the Philippines video.
Are all content creators on YouTube that regularly create incredible videos, yet they produce just with very basic gear. So the main thing about these content creators is they master the gear that they have, and they're not going to be mastering the idea of what kind of gear they should be having. So I'm going to show you these things that are absolutely necessary for the general population with content creators. 1, camera. Now the camera may potentially vary depending on what you do. Most cameras these days are more than enough to shoot what you need. Like I said, it all depends on what kind of jobs you do. And if you are a YouTuber, that is great because the Osmo Pocket, your smartphone, a GoPro is completely fine. They all shoot pretty much 4K or 1080 at the minimum. So the minimum these days is 1080, so that is the standard. 4K will start to be going into the future, but at this point in time, if it shoots 1080, you are good to go. Now, 1 decent lens. You can get away with creating a video with a kit lens. Yes, that's right, a kit lens. It's pretty simple. There is nothing wrong with that. Generally, kit lenses are just not as sharp. They have a variable aperture. So that can obviously create a little bit of boundaries, but you can still definitely work past that. I do recommend getting fast prime lenses or even a fast zoom if you can. I use the 28-75 2.8 by Tamron. It's a fantastic lens on my A7 III. Even if you have the APS-C range, you can go the 18-135 or 18-105. That's perfectly fine because they are great lenses to use with such great versatility. And I've been holding this thing the whole time. This is the new Variable ND filter by Freewell. Now it has hard stops at the end, which is fantastic. They do have magnetic ones that you can chuck onto your lens as well. This comes with a magnetic lens cap. But ND filters will definitely help you get better quality footage, especially if you shoot outdoors. I believe ND filters are absolutely necessary if you want to keep double the frame rate. So if you don't care about frame rate and you just want to crank that shutter speed, perfectly fine, you can do that. You just won't get that nice cinematic motion blur. So if you keep your shutter speed twice the frame rate, you're going to get really nice motion blur. And an ND will help you achieve that. So these Freewells come in 2 to 5 stops and also 6 to 9 stops of ND. So there's 2 different types. The reason why they split them up is that they are much more accurate if you have a shorter distance between the ND stops. So the quality is obviously assured, which is fantastic. So the Freewell Variable ND filters, the link is in the description below if you want to check these bad boys out. Now, lighting is absolutely necessary Depending on what location you're at, so if you are outdoors, you may only just need a reflector or a diffuser. It all depends on where you shoot. But if you are indoors, you may actually need lighting. Yes, you can crank up that ISO if you have a really good camera. But the great thing is you can actually use natural lighting as well, which I'm actually using natural light coming from this window. You might not notice that, but I've been starting to use natural light and it just feels fantastic. It's nice and soft. It's already diffused for you. If it comes to the window, if you're outside, it's not diffused unless there's cloud cover, then it's diffused. But also if I'm indoors and I am shooting some B-roll, I like to use these lights right here. This is the iWater Genius Light 01 and 03. The 01 is just a regular tungsten to daylight light, and this one is an RGB light which changes whatever color and whatever intensity you need. So I'm using the iWater light just here, and then the RGB light is actually down here, creating a nice sort of teal look over that side. So audio is probably one of the most important parts when it comes to content creation. If you're just doing B-roll, perfectly fine, but you're still going to need some sound or sound design with that. Now I use Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is absolutely fantastic, caters for all your needs with sound design. It has sound effects, it has music, ambient sounds, you name it, and it has a whole bunch of different tracks within that track. So if you've got a bit of a bass line or a drum line, whatever that song comes with, it has that, it comes with it. You can choose between each. I use Epidemic Sound and it is great. Link is in the description below if you do want to have a bit of a trial. But if you do click on that link, it does help my channel out as I am affiliated with Epidemic Sound. Now, lastly are the obvious necessities. Now, every creator should have them, but the most common things are pretty much common sense, like an SD card, a cleaning kit, a rocket blower, tripod, anything that holds your camera upright anyway, a computer or editing software, and obviously a great choice in music. Like I said, I use Epidemic Sound for my music. So what you can also do is use a lav mic for your audio. I use the Rode Smart Lav and just attach it to my smartphone, and away you go, you've got audio straight up. I don't always use that. I generally use my shotgun mic, but you can still get away with using a lav mic. That is perfectly fine. The great thing about that is that you can still get crisp audio as long as you keep it within that speech bubble area. But after you've established what your minimalist content creator kit is like, you may be asking, can I create quality content with this gear? The answer is yes and no. So it really depends on what kind of videos you are shooting. There are certain tools that you do need to create better quality content, like a fast lens or a gimbal, crane, a jib, whichever. There's a whole bunch of different stuff that can actually help you create better videos. But if you do have the bare minimum, you can still go out there and create. I know there are a lot of people watching right now that have the bare minimum, like the Osmo Pocket or just your smartphone. That's perfectly fine. You can still get out there and create banging content. So the main thing I want you to get out of today is just get out there and start creating content. Stop worrying about the gear that you don't have and start utilizing the gear that you do have. If you like this video, guys, please hit that like button. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm really loving seeing all the comments in the comments section below. You know, you guys are so supportive of my channel. I'm loving this mindset of minimalism, creating a whole different sort of lifestyle. It's just fantastic. It's so stress-free. I feel absolutely amazing. But anyway, if you aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, consider subscribing. That would be absolutely amazing. Other than that, guys, my name's Jason Morris, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get it. Done. My shoulder.